Hi, this is Saul Overman with Saul Overman Survival. Today we're doing some knife reviews today. This is a Swedish Mora knife. It's a very common pattern, very similar to the Finnish puukko knives. Very common pattern encountered in Scandinavian countries by the military, outdoorsmen, adventurers, use them, construction guys, pretty much everybody uses these sorts of knives in that part of the country. They're available in a few different blade steels. This one's one of the laminated steels, has a hard core with a softer steel outside, high carbon steel. They're available in stainless as well. They have a traditional style that's still available. It has a wood handle and a leather sheath. This one comes with a plastic sheath. Supposedly these were issued at one time to the Swedish military. I don't know, they may still be, but they're very good knives. They're recommended by outdoor experts such as Revies. That's very simple, rugged, durable, easy to keep sharp outdoors knife. They're not tremendously expensive knives, or some models of them do get a little pricey. Recently I've had this one here for years, and I've used it for years, and you can see it's held up well. I use it, I've clean game with it. I use it for cooking when I'm outdoors, and it's really handy for that. Blade holds good edge, keeps an edge for a long time. It does stain though, it will take food acid stains pretty easily. Recently I saw that the Chinese knife makers were offering some copies of these knives at a lower price. So I ordered a couple of them to see what they were about. I was a little skeptical of how good they would be, or if they would even be usable, and I'm pleasantly surprised to find that they're really very close copies of the Swedish Mora knives. The materials seem really almost identical. They feel the same in the hand. The blade thicknesses and stiffness is very similar. Using them from one or the other, they really seem identical. There are some features about them. Actually, I think the Chinese knife is a little better. It has a little bit better final polish on the blade, and I think the sheath is better. The Swedish version, the sheath doesn't have very much area here to grip the blade. It really fits in there quite loosely. I mean, it'll fall out of there quite easily, where the Chinese one has significantly more surface area there, and it grips the blade better, the handle portion of the blade better, and it seems to not want to fall out. It's very resistant to falling out. Other than that, I find these two knives to be very, very similar. The compounds used in the plastic, I mean, I don't know if they're exactly the same, but they seem to be very, very similar. So these coming in at significantly less money than the Mora knives are, and I consider them a great value. I've been using this one here for about a week. You can still see it. The blade's very resistant to staining. Doesn't have a mark on it, I can see, and it's really held up well. They come in colors, variety of colors. The blue one, it's exactly the same. I don't really see any difference at all between these two blades, where the sheaths are exactly the same, one green, one black. I highly recommend them. Definitely a top choice for any kind of environment that's going to be high moisture. The blades themselves seem very stain resistant. The handles are impervious to saltwater damage. I don't think they're going to take any kind of water damage. The sheaths don't absorb water. They have a drain hole in the bottom, so the water will run out and they'll dry very quickly. The clip on the sheath followed the pattern of the Swedish one. It's not quite as wide. It's not a bad design. The only problem with it is you have to use a fairly narrow belt. If you have a wide belt, it won't grip it well. It needs the belt needs to fit completely in this area here in order for it to grip it well. But they're all like that. The China one's not any worse in that regard than the Swedish one is. We are going to be carrying these. They're going to be available on eBay, and like I said, it's significantly less price, lower price than the Swedish variety. So get a bunch of them. Great for a tackle box, bug out bag, your mess kit for your cooking adventures in the outdoors. You just can't beat it. Thanks for watching. This is Saul Overman Survival, and we'll see you next time.